Hello, Brian Ivy here, Snowplow News, Norcast weather video, and guess what? We're going to tap into some really warm air, and there could even be a snowstorm associated with this spring and fall-like type system. That's a nice push of warmth. We're talking 60s maybe into the Ohio Valley, Great Lakes. Yep, cold air comes in behind it to end the weekend into early next week. It's not going to be anything super duper cold. The Arctic air staying bottled up towards the north. Much of Canada for the next couple weeks still above average in the temperature regime, but we get a little cooler and then it's just fairly mild through the middle portions of next week across a decent section of the nation. So we do have a chance for a winter storm, but there's not going to be many of those as we go throughout the next little bit. We're watching the weekend for that, and there's severe weather and there's heavy rain to talk about besides that as well. The snow side of it depends on how quick that cold air really enters the backside of the system. Lots of snow for the high terrain of the Pacific Northwest, lots of rain incoming into the coastal areas and the lower elevations over the course of the next couple of days after a few troughs move through. Then we watch the system going east. Snow into Winnipeg, the Dakota area, portions of Minnesota a little bit. This guy organizes. We'll see a stripe of maybe a little heavy snow somewhere in the upper Midwest. But then this is the bigger story. That's going to be a lot of heavy rain, maybe even severe weather. Yeah, December. Ohio, Tennessee Valley area. As this system pushes off towards the northeast, there will be a little corridor that develops of some heavy snow on the northwest side of the system. Think interior northeast, not coastal for sure. Once that system exits for Monday, it's quiet. There's not really much going on at that point all the way through the middle portions of next week. So it's something to keep an eye on for sure if we're going to kind of reload the pattern or not. But it's just those couple systems that we're really watching. Yep, several inches into the higher terrain, Sierra Nevada mountains, portions of the Rockies. There's going to be that stripe of some snowfall across the Dakotas or Minnesota that could add up to a few to several inches, but the main ticket likely off towards portions of the Northeast could be 5-10 inches, maybe more if everything comes together. Maybe a couple inches or so if everything really doesn't, but this is definitely going to be a snowmaker for a few of you into the interior Northeast. Think closer to Buffalo, closer to Syracuse, closer to Montreal. It is not going to be a coastal type big time snowmaker. Some of the different models showing a pretty decent consistency for half a week out on those several inches of snow into the interior. Some spots will definitely get up into maybe a foot as a prediction. Will that actually happen? We'll track it over the next few days or so, but definitely impacts, plowable type impacts are certainly looking pretty likely. Lots of rain there. We're back to the Pacific Northwest now, 2-3 inches in spots. As we take you off towards the east, it's going to be a wide area of probably the same, 1-2 inches. Fairly mild temperature outlook through next week. There's not going to be any locked in cold air. A few spots definitely on the warmer than average side of things. And as far as rainfall, not much of that. All the way west through the eastern half of the country. You got to go far south to see much in the way of rain.
This is your Norcast weather update.